Hello and welcome to another edition of Touring with us. Firstly, we travel to Norwich, the Queen of Iceni Spoons, otherwise known as Spoons, which is a chain of restaurants dotted around the Great Britain. And also we'll be travelling to the Troll Cart in Great Yarmouth, and on both reviews I give it a mark out of 10, and it follows in a moment. I think Santa is on its sleigh there. Can anyone see that? Just outside McDonald's. Are you ready for Christmas? Ho, ho, ho. Or is that an automated voice there? Just to pinpoint where we are. I've just arrived at the train station here of Norwich, which is this main train station. It's rather like the Liverpool Street station, but only difference is, of course, it's got less platforms than London Liverpool Street. That's what I've noticed of late. But yeah, I've just got off the train. Of course, I even thanked the train driver as well, and he said that's all right. So yeah, there you go. Notice this is quite a regular service bus. There is actually a bus you can pick up normally just outside here. I don't know if you can at the moment. I think you probably can. I don't think there's any building work now. There was in the summer, and where that bus is heading towards another part of Norwich here, and it'll probably stop here, the train station bus here, and probably head off to somewhere else. But yeah, normally you can get a bus from the other side here right way through into the city centre of Norwich, and even to the bus station as well. But yeah, these are the barriers I was talking about, which of course were closing part of the section of the Cambridge train station. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to head towards the Spoons before I head on to the train to Great Yarmouth. So I thought I'd do this and perhaps review a breakfast. First of all, let's talk about this. This is the East of England Co-op here. It's quite a nice convenient store here. You've got all sorts of coffee shops in there. You've got ATM coffee. You've even got Subway as well, WH Smith. You can see what I mean. There's lots of taxis around here, and some really don't care whether you cross the road or not. But some of them let you buy as well. I think one of them, which went into the distance, did actually let me buy. So yeah, you can't really see it from here, but it is there. It's very difficult to see from here. The camera is not doing justice today. I feel that it could actually show the ground, but you can't really see it from here. I'm on the wrong side anyway, but it is in that direction over there. It's about, I would say, half a mile from here. So it's just about coming up to 11 o'clock a.m. in the morning. I set off at 9:30 a.m. this morning, and I got the 9:30 train. Actually, that's not how it worked. Of course, I set off at 5 to 8 this morning on a Saturday, getting the bus from Haverhill to Cambridge. Then 9:30 train, just about in time, because I changed in Cambridge to get to the train station, the number 7 route, which took me there. And I can remember it was Scott Fisher, the bus driver, took me to the train station. Somebody by the name of Scott Fisher, and kindly took me to the station, and that's the train station. And just about, because I bought the tickets beforehand, I just about got on the train on platform 4. Luckily it was there just in time, and I got it perfectly. And the best thing of it all, I got it in time on the 9:30, which is a lot quicker. I think I'll do that in the future. And I think because they changed the times of the Haverhill 13 route, it made it a little bit easier. But for now, I'm just going to continue on towards a spoons called the Queen of Iceni. First of all, I've got to cross over here safely. As you see, it can take ages to get across here, but I've got to head into that direction over there. Yep, in great succession there. Frank and Benny's there. I do like visiting Norwich, and it's not too icy on the ground, which is good. Let's walk along here. Look how decorative that is. It's like a couple of shops have closed down for the time being. But I remember coming to Norwich for the first time with a friend to visit the Norwich Cathedral once in a car, and this was the very first sort of pizza hut I've ever been to since I was a child, because I wasn't really a pizza fan. And it's this building here is where I first laid my hands on Norwich. We're coming up to the riverside area very shortly. It's a beautiful place to come to in the summer, but it is freezing on my hands at the moment. But yeah, come in and come on in your hut. And the best thing about it was that, of course, you could have as much salad as you want. It's probably all changed inside since. I do remember it quite well. Kids meal deal for $7.99 there. Just have a brief look how much they are. Of course, you're talking about £9.99 for margarita, that kind of thing. Opening times, of course, Monday to Saturday from 11 o'clock till 10 o'clock. That's Monday to Wednesday, and Thursday as well. It's at 10 o'clock, and Friday 11 o'clock. Of course, they close, and Saturday 11 o'clock as well, and Sunday 21 o'clock, which is 9 o'clock. There you go. These are the times of the Christmas period here. I won't ever see that again because I'm not coming to Norwich probably until next year, which is a bit of a shame because of the rail strikes. It's very difficult to do that unless I got a bus here, but it takes absolutely ages to get a bus. These are delivery lorries coming through here. I didn't know they were allowed through here. There's a Hollywood Bowl here, which of course you can do bowling here, and they have a little bit of an amusement section at the beginning I would actually go inside, but of course probably get told off for filming in there. But there's all sorts of shopping areas around here. Costa, as in Costa Coffee, Odin Max, Nando's and Bella Italia. Quick little sneak preview here as I wander through here. Very quick. There you go. And you've got the restaurant just over there. Quite posh, isn't it? So remember where you see this. I would actually venture inside and keep my hands warm, but of course I've got other video graphing to do. Estabelou sounds European to me. So this is the Queen of Iceni Spoons here, just outside of here. There's music playing here, so I've got to be very quick. So this is not. So this is quite a nice little area here. Got the riverside bridge there. You'll get a fantastic view in the summer here. I know it's a bit misty now, but of course it's definitely worth checking out. So this is the outside of the Queen of Iceni Spoons. Well, of course you can sit outside if you fancy it. Some people are, even at this time of the year. But yeah, it's probably a bit wet for your bum. But yeah, in the summertime, it's usually heaving with people. So, yep, I'm going to get myself a breakfast now for the first time in this Spoons. I don't think I've ever had a breakfast in here before. So, let's actually review it. Is give it a review of out of 10, the breakfast here. Let's go and check it out. I remember when there was queues outside here to get in here. What a nice thing to look at when you enter this building here, with lots of leaflets. You can get a unique, yes, special word, opportunity to advertise your business in high footfall venues near you. Take any of those leaflets there, even Great Days out in Norfolk and Suffolk, Great Yarmouth stuff and things like that, just everywhere on Norfolk. So let's end nice little carpet here. So you've got a little stairs here. The toilets are up there, by the way, but I don't really fancy walking upstairs. That's the bar area. I remember when there was queues outside here to get in here. What a nice thing to look at when you enter this building here, with lots of leaflets. You can get a unique, yes, special word, opportunity to advertise your business in high footfall venues near you. Take any of those leaflets there, even Great Days out in Norfolk and Suffolk, Great Yarmouth stuff and things like that, just everywhere on Norfolk. So let's end nice little carpet here. So you've got a little stairs here. The toilets are up there, by the way, but I don't really fancy walking upstairs. That's the bar area. Will you join me now live in the Queen of Iceni in the Spoons in Norwich? Today I've actually got a large breakfast coming up. I'm going to do a review out of 10 very shortly, and I hope that people belonging to touring with us would actually like to do that and review their meal out of 10. I think my breakfast will be coming shortly here. I ordered it a minute ago, and by the way, what you are looking at now is the mayonnaise, the vinegar and the ketchup, you can see there. And they only had the small cups available today. Some had normal cups, and we were told that only these cups were given today. So I was quite happy with that. So yeah, I'm quite sort of, satisfied with that. Not all customers would be, but of course I am. Okay, and of course I would say this now, there is a queue literally behind me queuing up for teas and coffees right now. I don't know if you can see this. If I can quickly show you, you'll know exactly what I mean. Well, the queue's died down since then, but there was a queue. Well, of course, the breakfast has now arrived. Before it gets cold, I'm going to eat it very, very shortly and give you a demonstration of what it looks like before I eat it, and then, of course, I'm going to review it. Of course, at the Queen of Iceni in NR1 actually, 3JG. Isn't that something to do with Nightmare? The old children's ITV Nightmare with Hugo Mayak back in the day. No, it's NR1 IED of Queen of Iceni. And it's even got the telephone number there of the actual spoons. Till number 3, Kathleen B, it says on the ticket there. All the information is there that you need to know, okay? And of course I'll read it out to you. Here on Saturday the 10th of December 2022, 11:15 was the order, so 11:15 a.m, and of course it arrived at 34 minutes past, just this minute ago, 3 minutes ago, or maybe more now, and of course it was 34 minutes past 11 a.m. Now that means, of course, it might have been slightly delayed by more than 10 minutes. Do you think that's more than 10 minutes, if you can work it out? If you're good at working timings out. The large breakfast was $5.90, and the hot drink, which is now in most spoons, apart from larger establishments like, of course, at airport terminals, that kind of thing, of those kind of particular spoons, they're going to be slightly more than the inland spoons. The hot drink refills, coffees, whatever you like to call it. You can have hot chocolate with that, refills all day, £1.35. Well, it's an increase on that note of 15p, is it? I would say 15p increase since, of course, the previous price of £1.20, what it was a few months ago. So the total, including the breakfast, large breakfast that is, including the £1.35 tea refills, £7.25 you're going to be paying for that one. And as I say, Kathleen B was the server, and of course table number 29. So there you go, that's the payment receipt. I have proof that I've been here, okay? So if I lose that anywhere, then I have that in evidence on the camera. Lots of screaming kids around here, nothing to do with my kids because I don't have any. Anyway, on that note, thank you very much for watching this, and I'm now going to show you what the large breakfast is here. How it's cooked here, as if you haven't seen it before. So what you've got is two butters there, Lurpak spread there, if you can see it there. So you've got two of these. Sometimes in some spoons they don't always give you the butter, you have to ask for it sometimes. And I've got 2 eggs, bacon, that's 2 slices of bacon, 4 slices of toast, 2 hash browns, 2 sausages, baked beans and 1 mushrooms. Doesn't come with a tomato anymore. It used to. That's a different type of breakfast. Okay, so this is what it looks like. I'm now going to try this and give you a sort of review and mark out of 10. Join me in a few shakes. There we have it. I have now finished the breakfast. It was slightly delayed earlier, so that's going to give it a lower mark. Only slightly delayed, and I wasn't even given an apology by the bar staff member there. And of course, yeah, just delivered it politely, but of course didn't say sorry for the delay or anything like that. So didn't even get an apology. But never mind, one of those things. I did have my vinegar, yep, my famous vinegar, and one of these, which is ketchup. Work that on out. Yeah. And your mayonnaise, just there. But you can get the sachets if you want them. And the sachets, well, they still have them. They have them and they look like this. But some people find them really hard to open, like that. You have to sort of use magical thoughts there. But anyway, I'll do that another time. Sometimes they're easier to open in some spoons, and sometimes they're hard to open in some spoons as well. But it's time now to reveal. There were three in total hash browns. I thought there was 2, but there was 3 in the end. But they were very, very nice, by the way. I've got to say that. The bacon was a little bit cold. The baked beans was cold. I still ate it. I still find it very, very nice and tasty overall. But I'm going to have to give this, because of the delay, including a bit of the coldness of the bacon and baked beans. Everything else was quite a normal temperature. I would say out of a 10, it's got to be a 7. That's a fair result. Some people would give it a lower mark than that, but I thought it was quite tasty. That gave it around 7 for me. So that's my review. I'm now going to head to Great Yarmouth after I finish this takeaway cup of tea, which, of course, the staff members said only these were available. Although I did see some people using normal cups. Maybe they just run out of cups. I don't know. Don't want to attack any staff or head on with spoons or anything like that. It's maybe because they are kind of like running out of cups, so they use takeaway ones instead. Yeah, it's very warmy, milky because, of course, I left it too long. That's probably why. You do get a napkin with this. You can actually use it for blowing your nose as well if you've got a cold. Yes, the cold thing that has been going around, but well, nobody blames the weather. They always blame people, but not the weather. That's what I always get, but of course, there you go, that's the scenario on that. Upstairs is the toilets, and behind me, you should see it in the distance, in that direction maybe, is the, well, actually, there's a disability toilet for radar keys, which I've got one of these, yeah, and you open it like that, and it should open. I'm not going to demonstrate it for you because I can't film in that area, but of course it is definitely in that sort of area. Okay? So, yeah. Thank you very much for watching this review, and we'll see you next time. And don't forget to hit that subscribe if you are just a new viewer of touring with us, or you just discovered us. And if you haven't already, hit that subscribe, or just give it a thumbs up, or do both actually. I think Santa is on its sleigh there. Can anyone see that? Just outside McDonald's. Are you ready for Christmas? Oh, ho, ho. Or is that an automated voice there? Just to pinpoint where we are. Well, unfortunately, our Airstream thing did come off earlier. My many apologies for that. I could not get the stream back up running again. So, of course, unfortunately, we had to end the stream earlier than planned. But we thank you very much for joining us here. This is an extra video clip just purely for the YouTube finishing off the live here. Because of our signal went, of course, in this area here. What I was just about to say is, of course, the troll cart, which is where I'm going to head now, is very worth staying the night. And, of course, you can pay card or cash on the actual day that you wish to decide to go. But you can book it early, unlike Travelodge and Premier Inn. That's all I wanted to say on that note. Thank you so much for watching. If you haven't already subscribed to the channel, make sure you do. And hopefully we'll see you next time. Hopefully the signal will not go off next time. But nobody said it was going a bit dodge. That's the problem. If nobody tells us this, it can be a little bit of a problem. So yeah, Merry Christmas to those behind us here. But live, pretty much finishing off the live stream here because it's a better signal on the video now. We'll see you next time. Thank you very much. Don't forget to hit that subscribe if you haven't already. It's been Iceni Orange. Bye for now. Well, you join me here at, of course, a different sort of time here in the afternoon here. 15:02 p.m. in the afternoon. I just finished my live outside the troll cart a minute ago, and it was a kind of cold one, but it wasn't too bad actually, to be fair. And now, nice in the warm now. Thank you very much to all the people that did watch. Unfortunately, again, the stream cut off as I just about finished, so that's just an unfortunate thing, but I managed to do an hour this time, which was amazing. The short little bit of the video left that I'm going to do today, I'm only going to do a brief review, okay, of my meal that I'm going to purchase in just a minute, okay, because it's between 2 and 5, I'm going to purchase the, of course, meal that I can get for about £6.20, including a nice, probably warm drink. I won't have a Coke this time because it's too cold for that. Well, I thought I was able to get an afternoon deal, but I forgot it was Saturday, silly me. But what I would say, ladies and gentlemen, is that I've got this meal instead. It's a 3-ounce burger and chips, American burger, $5.20 in this troll cart, and with an alcoholic drink it's $6.50. So the price for burger in this area is a little bit more because it's a hotel. So just quickly what I've got here, I've got a burger here with, of course, served with a small portion of chips, a beef patty with, of course, I think it's gherkins. Gherkin, ketchup, and American style mustard, and that includes a bit of red onion for those people who like red onion. But yeah, I'm going to use these tools here. Okay, these little tools, I call them tools. Vinegar, tartar sauce if I need it, and mayonnaise and ketchup, which is just falling over there. And of course my cup of tea, which of course I opted to have with it. So there you go. I'm now going to review in just a moment. I'll give it a mark out of 10 though. I'm now going to review and mark out of 10 the American 3-ounce burger with a cheese kind of on the burger. So the 3-ounce American cheeseburger worth about £5.69 with a soft drink, in this case a tea that I purchased, and of course with an alcoholic drink it's £6.99 here in the Spoons here. A little bit more than what it is in land, okay? Well, you join me on the Saturday edition of Spoons here. Well, I'm not doing a review of the spoons yet, but maybe I'll do a quick Saturday review, but only a quick one. And it is Saturday the 17th of December 2022. Right, I'm just getting over my sniffles here, and hopefully it will go and disappear for good, because I've had it for several months, but I'm still alive. But anyway, the show that never ends here starts here, and it has been going for a long time, and we're not rescheduled or even cancelled. But anyway, I'd like to say this now, that of course I'm going to now review the troll cart spoons, which of course unfortunately my camera ran out of time, or whatever happened, I don't know, but apparently I didn't get a chance to review it because of course I was limited on time anyway. So I'm going to give it a mark out of 10. That's American 3-ounce burger with gherkins, and of course it's a little bit more expensive in the troll cart than it is in this locational area. So yes, I think it was $5.29, something like that, a little bit more than what it is here in comparison to the Drabbet Smock in Haverhill in Suffolk, which is about $4.69 for a soft drink, and with an alcoholic drink it's $5.99. But yeah, like I say, it's now time to reveal, and I'm going to give that particular burger, I would say, anything from 7, yeah, I'll give a 7 out of 10 for that occasion. Because I didn't think the chips was overly great. They have been fantastic here in the Drabbet Smock. I'm sure they have improved in other places as well, but it depends where you go. But it was very tasty overall, I've got to say that. But 7 out of 10 is a fair reflection, I think, you know, because the chips weren't as great standard as I have been tasting here in the Drabbet Smock of Haverhill, and of course, yes, Haverhill in Suffolk, that is. And I do believe that other Wetherspoons might be just as good or even better. There might be some that are worse than other places. It all depends on the kitchen staff and how well they cook the actual chips and any other items and ingredients, that kind of thing. But thank you very much for joining us here. Here's a chance to review today's meal, which is a mixed grill, which I was fortunate to be able to have a mixed grill today, because they were doing an offer of $5.99. That didn't include a drink, but it was a good deal. Mixed grill is great. You get all the steaks with it. Of course, the steaks are high on that, and of course you would get tomato that you wouldn't normally get in a large breakfast, but you probably get it in a freedom breakfast or something very similar. The large breakfast, by the way, used to be, or formerly known as the farmhouse back in the day, when they did large breakfasts, very similar sort of format. But anyway, let's not talk about the breakfast, because there's no eggs to talk about. Anyway, yeah, I'm sure the eggs will come back, but they are fine when they are available. But yeah, going back to the 3-ounce burger, it is a cheap deal, but they put the price up in the hotels in comparison to, of course, inland spoons. But yeah, going back to the mixed grill, $5.99 is a good deal. Let's review it. You'll see just a picture this time, then I can review it afterwards. Well, you join me on the festive season here at the Drabbet Smock, pretty much live as I go here, and Drabbet Smock in Haverhill in Suffolk. And of course the festive season, Saturday the 17th of December 2022. Well, I'm not singing Christmas songs yet because I've still got that terrible voice that I need to get rid of very quickly. Anyway, of course, it's time to now to review out of 10 how I felt the mixed grill was. Of course, the mixed grill that you might be seeing on your screen right now, look at how yellow the chips were, how good quality they were, including the steak. Of course, that might have looked half done, but actually, of course, it tasted okay. Because, you know, sometimes if it's half done, you can feel sick over, of course, a few bites of steak. But I didn't on that occasion. I felt very good so far. Let's hope that stays like that. And of course, yes, I would say it was a mark out of 10 of 8. I'm going to give that an 8. I thought the chips made it an 8, although of course you don't get the tomato sauce like you do in the steak, but it's even better now it's in the steak. It's absolutely fantastic. The steak of the mixed grill. Although the steak itself, if you buy that kind of thing, it's normally about £9, but they reduced the price because it was a special offer. Of course, subject to availability, while stocks last, basically. So you've got to grab it quick before somebody buys it before you do. But anyway, a mark out of 10 is a fair reflection because the yellow chips were quite good. I don't know whether McCain oven chips, but I thought they were absolutely miraculous. I think that's the right choosing of words here. But yeah, I thought it was quite amazing to taste. And good on the Drabbet Smock and Haverhill Suffolk because, you know, I think their kitchen staff are brilliant for what they do. I'm sure other spoons are just as good, but sometimes you can get poor tasting chips in some places rather than others, like I've experienced today. I hope the Drabbet keeps it up, and yeah, remember to subscribe to Touring with Us if you haven't already, free of charge if you are new to the channel. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time.